So,
It's
taking that thumbnail picture, it's hard work.
the first
hard.
one. Christina was
There's a
leaning
boob
over
shot,
to
like-
do it. Complete boob shot, and then
Yeah.
we couldn't figure out how to redo the picture without actually. Yourenabler.com, Instagram. You are
The Cozy Knitter, and on Instagram and Ravelry, and Facebook.
Hello. Me and my bad eyesight have to.
Look at this situation right here with my eye. Like, what is this?
What's going on?
It just, like, look at the picture. Like, look at how much sagginess. I need some of
Are you
those,
having
like,
a stroke?
moisture strips. I don't think so.
You're good. Your lips are fine.
Well,
I
that's 'cause
have
they
these
the
like
color.
gel packs that you put under your eyeballs. They're fun.
I think I need those.
Yeah, they're fun. They're fun. So we've got the coffee, and we've got the Tim Tams. It's gonna melt in my hands up.
It's gonna melt. We better eat it because it's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot.
All right, so you guys ready for an epic Tim Tam slam?
This was some people's favorite.
This was kind of requested because this is
It
what
was.
people thought was like.
We should probably recap. When we last podcasted about 2 months ago, because we're terrible,
Cucumbers.
we have a giveaway.
We have two giveaways.
Two giveaway for our 2-year podiversary.
Yes.
And we asked you guys to let us know what your favorite moments, past things from the podcast were.
Anything really, yeah.
And yeah, the Tim Tam was one of them.
Yeah.
So let's do that.
We're gonna do a replay of the Tim Tam slam.
And let's hope we
So
like,
our
drop
little
stuff.
Australian cookies, which Jody did wrong. I'm sorry. So you have to eat it until there's a little bit of
Eat it
cookie
kind of virgin style.
on both sides, making it like
Kitty corners,
mm-hmm.
hot coffee.
Yeah, and then use it like a straw.
Okay.
It's really hot coffee.
Mm.
Here we go.
Okay. Mm.
Oh god, it's falling apart.
Mess.
I just dripped it all over. And now it's melting in my head. Oh my
And
god!
You're giving everybody a show. Say what? That's not one of the 3 languages I speak.
It's all over the floor.
Lord.
We should have been like rated PG.
We're going to change the rating after.
Anyways,
Okay.
so that's a Tim Tam slam. It's freaking delicious.
So good. If you haven't,
So
you need
good.
to try them.
We can get them in Canada now, which is like,
Shabba Shargmar, Loblaws.
oh my god. And they're so much better like that than just eating them like a cookie. Yeah,
So good.
so good.
So good.
All right, so we've got so much going on. You
There
should see our table.
A lot of yarn in front of us.
Hi,
right now.
Sheila.
So I don't think we podcast since before the Knitters Frolic in Toronto.
Yeah.
Which is an annual show put on by the Toronto Knitters Guild. There's about, I think that's just shy of 60 vendors there this year.
I don't know.
I think.
I don't do numbers. It was just people. There was people.
There was a good selection.
There was a good selection of people.
And we always go with our
Our little knitting posse.
Yep.
I think that's what we should call them.
Yeah, I think they would appreciate
Our
that.
fellow knitting hoes. No?
Yeah.
We can go with that too. 2 for 2.
And we make a day out of it. We all drive in together. Amanda pretends like we all leave her behind because that's hilarious.
Oh my god, so we were all leaving and we'd gone in 2 vehicles because there's like 8 of us. And you and like some other ones were in one vehicle and you found me and you're like,
we need
okay.
a coffee.
You're like, we're leaving now, and I'm like, okay, where's everybody else? And you're like, they're over there, and I'm like, okay, we'll see you guys later. So I went and found the other people with the other car, so I had to ride home, but they didn't know that. So like we were in our
Well, we
second
assumed
vehicle.
that.
Yeah, you assume that.
We assumed that.
We were in our second vehicle, and we decided to stop at Timmy's on the way home, and we happened to find we were like 2 cars behind these guys.
But we had been driving around in
Completely
circles
random.
trying to find. Well, first we were trying to go to McDonald's, which was supposedly right across the street, but it wasn't. Well, there was one there, but it was closed. Then we went like all roundabout way and got to the Tim Hortons. We were in line to buy coffee.
in the drive-thru. So I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna play a joke on them. I'm gonna text them and be like, where are you guys? I can't find anybody. I'm still here. So I'm texting them, and we can see them like 2 vehicles ahead, and all of a sudden you start seeing them like like being like, oh my god, she's still there, and then
And they're
like,
just having a hoot.
we are laughing
I can
hard. I'm
imagine.
surprised you might have heard us because we had to actually put the windows up because they're like, Amanda,
Oh,
people
God.
are gonna hear you, indoor voice. You
There
know.
is that. Your voice does transcend. Like, it's one of those things people pick up on.
I don't
So
have a
we're
story
sitting there
about that.
freaking out, and then she finally lets us in on the whole joke that they're just behind us. So then we try to order their coffees for them.
Oh, you guys did pay for them though.
Well, that turned out to be very complicated because the kind people at the drive-thru didn't understand that we wanted to pay for the car that was two behind us, not the
right.
one immediately behind us, because I don't know how much they're ordering or what they're ordering, if it's liquid gold or what. So we're like, no, we want to pay for 4 coffees. It's 2 cars behind us, and it just turned out to be a gong show. They didn't understand what we meant.
It was great for us though when they got here to us, because then they're like, because we were like trying to find all the leftover wool money, which wasn't a lot because we went a little crazy, because who doesn't at a wool festival?
Right.
And we had enough money, and then they're like, oh no, they paid for it. We're like, I need to play practical jokes, and you guys were
Stick it to
okay.
you.
Yeah,
Free
so it was
coffee.
pretty good.
It's very
Yeah.
Canadian.
It's even our Timmy's. I think most of us ordered double. Which, do you guys know what double means? I think there's a lot of Americans who watch, and they might not know. Okay, so double is 2 creams, 2 sugars.
Yes.
So you just say double.
Yes.
I think a lot of Americans call it a regular.
See, the regular thing
A regular is
confuses
a 1
me.
in 1, I think.
Because we had this conversation in our car. One is like, oh, I want regular. I'm like, oh, but I want regular coffee, but I want a double. I don't know if this is the same thing. Because
Well,
me,
'cause you can get
regular
dark
is like,
roast.
right. That
The regular is the roast.
But no, it's not. Ask the others.
I'm with you.
The others
I'm with
have
you.
informed me differently.
Speaking of coffee, did you know this chick has never seen the Coffee Crisp commercial from, I had to YouTube it from 1991 because she asked me from the kitchen, how do you want your coffee? Or how do you like your coffee? And I was like, I like my coffee crisp.
I'm like, what are you talking
The
about?
face. And I was like, hold on. You've
So
never...
she shows me a commercial from 1991, you know, when I didn't speak English.
You need to YouTube it. How do you like your coffee crisp? And it is the funniest commercial. My husband and I quote it all the time. Any Canadian I know quotes it.
And yet I've known her for 15 years, and this is the first I've heard of it.
I don't think you've ever asked me how I like my coffee, but it's like a
Because we
knee-jerk
usually have
reaction.
tea.
We always have tea, right?
Yeah.
So, but oh my god, I was so disappointed in you not knowing. It's all good.
My mission.
It's all good.
Okay,
All right, so back on track.
back to the frolic.
Back to the wools.
Back to
We have wool. So we bought wools. We
I
bought the
did.
wools. But we also saw lots of people. So I had an interesting conversation with the dyer behind Feisty Fibers.
Was that at the frolic?
That was at the well, this wasn't at the frolic, but I talked to her
Okay.
there
So
because she had a.
can't show the yarn.
You can't show the yarn yet.
There.
Okay, she's amazing. She's hilarious.
So nice
Right? I know it sounds good. Anyways, we'll get to that later. So I had a whole conversation with her about like the colors. She had like a whole color set put together that I was like in love
though. Her
with.
colors are like
It's fabulous. Love
they're
her colors.
Amanda's colors. They're very
Right?
bright.
Yes,
They're
her and I
super
are
fun.
like kindred spirits. So we had this great whole conversation, and I thought she knew who I was because she was like really friendly and like we knew each other. Nope. I got
Ooh,
a
that's
message
fun.
on Instagram like 3 days later being like, oh my god, I didn't know it was you. She's like, I feel like an idiot. You weren't wearing your mask. I guess she watches my Instagram lives where I have like the mask on.
The dye things.
So anyway, so that was fun. But then this past weekend at Kawartha, and the Kawartha Fiber Festival, we were side by side in
Boot
booths.
buddies, almost.
So we just had a great old time and just yakety yacked and
I can only imagine.
right. So anyways, that was Toronto.
So,
So we should
at
show
the-
the Toronto stuff
we
before we
should.
start talking about this past weekend.
at the frolic, I did a whole lot of walking around. I was looking for a few specific things,
Mhm.
specific needles, and specific yarn. Unfortunately, I struck out. I didn't get the yarn that I had come for. I didn't get the needles that I had come for.
It
I got a
happens.
couple of 9-inch circulars because I keep hearing people talk about them, how much they love them. So I thought, oh, I'll give it a try.
I hate them.
I can't.
I can't get into it. I think I use my pinkies too much.
I do
That's
too.
my
I use it
issue.
to hold the needle in place. I don't
Yeah. And
Not
my
my jam.
hands cramp up when I try and.
Yeah.
We're continental knitters, so it's not like we're just holding like this. Like we.
I
hold...
think, and I actually tried to like start flicking it, thinking maybe that will make life easier. It's a little easier.
It's like when I hold my needles, for example, I'm not going to actually knit. So like I wrap it around, I tension it around my pinky.
Fake knitter. She's
Why?
just pretending.
I'm pretending.
Yeah.
At least I'm not going to
She
hold
has
them
like,
like this.
somebody in her basement that does her knitting
Yeah.
for her.
But like I hold my needles, so, like my pinkies are
Yeah.
are kind of tucking it in like this.
Yeah, all my fingers are touching
Yeah.
needle.
I don't know. Yeah, so I'm holding it very firmly. Firm. We like things that are firm.
Oh,
Didn't take me long. We're what, 2 minutes
not
in?
at all.
Anyway,
Okay.
so when you're doing the little one, you're kind of more like,
Mm-hmm.
and people are like, well, put your fingers on the outside, but
No.
I just couldn't get into it. There's some people that love it.
I'm gonna give it a
couldn't
try
get
on
into it.
like a plain old vanilla sock. I'm gonna knit the cuff and then try to like power through, because that's how I got into DPNs, was just by knitting.
Yeah, you
a
powered
whole
through it.
sock. And
I
now
still
I love
can't
it.
get into the DPNs. I can't. I'm still a magic looper.
So then,
Bigger
at
is
the
better.
towards the end of the show, I was just walking around and just looking at what was actually there instead of trying to figure out, not trying to figure out what was
I get
missing.
too distracted by people. I talk to too many people, and then all of a sudden it's like I haven't bought
time to
enough
go
stuff.
home.
It's time to go home, and people
I
are
know,
leaving
the girls
me
come
at
and
the
say,
festival.
we're leaving.
Right?
What? I'm not
Go
going.
find someone else for your car ride home.
So I ended up going to Yarn Indulgences, and this skein just spoke to me. It's kind
Which
of
is
blue.
not your usual.
No, it's not. Okay, so you can't really.
The yarn just like totally
What?
fell off the pile
Almost landed
here.
in my coffee.
There's literally a
Okay,
pile.
So her, I don't know if you can see her label there. It's
Tilt
kind
it
of.
down, maybe. There
There
you
we
go.
go.
That's so pretty.
So anywho, I wanted
She
to.
does have epically nice labels.
So it is kind of like rose goldy, a little bit more on the
What?
orange side.
I was gonna say like
Okay,
rusty.
so it reminds me of the tonalness of Sweet Fiber's rose gold, but this is definitely more in the orange family.
Yes.
But it's same sort of tonal feeling.
If I was to try and
Oh,
figure
God.
out how it was dyed, I would almost say it's under dyed by like a peachy yellow,
Yeah.
and then
over there.
over dyed with kind of a combination of some reds, orange, and browns.
And now their dye are sitting there like, oh my god, you guys. Are
But
full
that's
of
I
your
didn't.
naked.
Yeah, she's probably like, hell no, that's not how we did it. But this is why
Sometimes.
dyeing is so much fun, because
Yeah.
that would be my
We all do it
interpretation.
differently.
That would
So,
be.
anyways, this is what jumped out at me, and I thought, what am I gonna use this for? It's DK weight, Sport DK. It's her said merino base. It's 100% superwash, superfine merino wool, 115 grams. I don't know what the colorway name is. Doesn't matter.
Zen.
Pretty.
Zen.
Zed, is that the
Oh,
colorway?
Zed Merino. Oh, maybe not.
No,
I don't
because
know.
they're all Zed merino. So
I don't know.
I don't know. But anyways, I bought it because
It's
I like
oak.
it, so it doesn't matter.
Are you putting it with that?
Well, this is the
With
thing. So
these?
then I decided.
This is what we were doing. This is your
Yes,
fade.
I
Oh.
wanted to make the Jody shawl by Hohi. I think it's the Jody shawl. The 3-color one.
Yes. Yes.
Diane of Suburban Stitchers made kits for them, and it's
Yes.
knit like the original is knit out of her yarn, and it's gorgeous. And I still wanted one of those kits,
Fondling
Diane.
the little-
But that's what I'm
You
gonna
hold the
make with
rest.
him.
Or are you
So
gonna shove them
then
off one by
I was
one?
trying to figure out what I wanted to put it with, and then like this color is in my
It's
wheelhouse.
so Christina.
But then it needs something neutral. So herein lies the problem. There's 2 very nice neutrals. See? Problem?
Yeah.
I didn't know which one to pick. So
I want her to go this
they
way,
told me
and she wants to go this way.
I should just get them all and contemplate.
Yeah.
So I might just end up using all 4.
I don't see why you can't make it
Yeah.
just, fly by
They're all
your
the
pants.
all the same base.
I say go for all.
I wish I could tell you what the colorway names is, but unfortunately it's not on the label. See, I like this.
It is pretty. I'm not saying it's
This
not
is very
pretty,
neat.
but this is like spectacular.
I know. I don't.
Plus,
know
I love
what
all
to do.
4 together too. So
And this one here, so this one here is like a warm gray, but this one here is so interesting. It's like purpley, like beige. There's
it's
rust
like,
in it.
I don't even know
Like,
what.
there's so many different
It's
colors.
like
in
brown
this.
and gray and purple and rust, and
It's
it's a
really
fantastic colorway.
fun. Really fun. So,
Like
but,
I could look at that all day and pick out colors.
but then I do like my shawls on the large side.
I would say go for
I
all
really
4.
like. It has to
She
be
likes
deep
them
and
big.
it has to be wide enough to like get down the arms. So I may just knit a really big one with all 4. Show me your socks. This is so appropriate for Amanda. So appropriate.
One of my favorite customers brought me these. Will knit for. What do you think I'll knit for? Any guesses? Big balls and tool belts. I was showing these off all day because they make me laugh. I love it. I don't know which way you guys is. Would it be this way? Which way they would read? I don't know. Anyways, I fucking love these.
Yeah,
These just make me happy.
they are hilarious and so so very you.
And they're so inappropriate, but at the same time, like, appropriate for a knitter.
They're under your feet.
Right? It's like, I have a pair that says, if you can read these, bring me one.
Yes, I need that one.
They're perfect
I
for
need
that.
those.
Anyways, yes, so.
Yay.
Yay! All right, so are we moving on? What else? What else did you buy at Toronto? Because I brought stuff at Toronto.
That was it. I just bought the 4 skeins and
You guys want to see what I bought in Toronto?
oh, I do remember that.
You like the lighter gray? No! No, don't listen to her. You're blocked.
She doesn't know the password. Need to know basis.
Okay, so I bought a striped study kit. Look at that.
So pretty.
Ooh, it's so pretty. So it's the 2 gradients of Freya, and then you got this gorgeous scheme of Madtosh.
Oh, I didn't know that was not top.
Yeah, it's called Beneath the Waves.
Single
Ply. Well, because these are single ply too.
Super fun.
So these are.
This is more blue purple in it. It's almost lilac.
These are chameleon. This is called chameleon. So it's the same. They're both chameleon, but one's they're just wound the opposite direction. So that as you're knitting the stripe study, it becomes like it starts like the green to the turquoise, and then the gray, and then it goes the turquoise back to the green. So I'm super excited.
I like it. There's short rows in it. It's fun and interesting, and it's asymmetrical.
And I'm thinking it's going to be ginormous because this is 420 yards.
I'll go get mine.
Yeah, you go get yours. This one is 393 yards, so that's like 1,200 yards, give or take. Actually, that's like, yeah. So that's gonna be really pretty. I don't have anything that's like gray and those blues, so I'm like totally psyched. Yours is the green one that you held double, right? The cotton? Yes. Did you ever block that?
Yeah.
That's so pretty. So yeah, so mine will go, I'm assuming this is what I do with the gray. And then these will go like fade one way and then they'll fade the other way. Yeah. So I think it will look fantastic.
I think so.
I really like yours too though.
Mine's
oh my god, mine's kind of like gonna be similar colors to yours.
Similar.
Oh my god, we should wear them together. That'd be so fun. And then mine will have the gray instead of the white.
Yeah.
What needles did you do yours on?
I have no idea. It'll say on my Ravelry page.
I think I go on Ravelry. I don't go on Ravelry. I forgot my password.
Yeah, no, this was fun. This is really fun to knit.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
enjoy that.
I'm really excited. I keep wanting to cast it on, but all of my needles are busy.
Like every single one, or just that size?
No, almost every single size, except for like the big fatty bob ones.
Yeah.
I need more 4.0s.
Yes.
I don't know what that is in Americans. That's what, size 8s? It got to the point where I'm making a present.
Like 4mm ones?
Yeah, I need 4mm. I don't know what that is in American. 6s? Hold on, these
4mm are 6.
Look at me, I'm so smart.
Do yours green too? Oh no,
No,
it's different.
These are different size. Anyways, yeah. So this project was supposed to be on size 6 4mm, but I didn't have them, so I just went up needle sizes
By like a couple.
by a lot because these were the smallest I had available.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna work out just fine.
It'll be
fine.
And breezy.
Well, I went up to a DK instead of the fingering.
Probably fine then.
So I'm sure, see, I'm totally just winging it on this project and it'll be
I
fine.
would have a panic attack. Feel a
It's
little antsy right now.
fine. I don't even know how many repeats I'm supposed to do. I'm just going to keep going until I run out of wool and then I'm just going to do. Oh, so, wait, are we moving on or are we still doing more wool?
Go. I have more to show. Are we doing like chronological or are we doing like yarn pickery
I
first?
think we're just literally
Oh, look at that. Elf here.
working our way through as it segues into the next one.
Let's do that.
All right, so let's segue into this project since we already talked about needles.
Already talking about shawls too.
Yeah, right? We might as well. So this is a girl from the grocery store. Isn't it pretty?
I don't know if it's really showing. Do you have the ball of the
And I
contrast?
don't have. Oh, the contrast. Yes.
It's really pretty.
I know. I can't wait to do the fan and feather with it.
Feather and fan.
That too.
Really
Pretty. And yeah, so nothing special. It's just all DK. This is like a silver. I don't know if it's a very
Silvery
pretty
gray.
silver, which is so not
There's
my
a little
colors.
bit of sheen to it.
Yeah, well, it's bamboo.
Oh, fun.
It's bamboo wool. Yeah, it's bamboo wool. So it has that nice sheen. This is not. This is just wool because that's just what I had available. It's so pretty. But I thought it's for my daughter's dance mentor / teacher, and she likes neutral colors.
Mm.
This is as close as I get to neutral. So this is neutral, all right? Oh, wrong way. So I don't know how many repeats you're supposed to do for the official girl from the grocery store one, but I've done this many. I think I'm around.
I think 7.
I feel like I'm in the right area. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh
What?
shit! I don't even know how that happened. I love being right. Well, don't drop the ball. Anyway, so I'm gonna finish off this one section.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how many rows you're supposed to do between. I just guessed what looked good to me, and I'm
Winging
good.
it.
I think it looks fine. They might be a little closer together than they're supposed to be, but I think it looks good. And then I'll do my sections and then call it a day. I might just do one big section because I'm almost out of the gray.
Mm.
So I'm just gonna wing it. Just gonna wing it.
Fine.
It'll be fine.
She's not better. She hasn't seen the pattern. She doesn't
Exactly.
know what you were aiming for or
I
not.
don't know what I'm aiming for either. So we're going with it.
Well, I am also knitting a shawl. I am the worst.
What is that?
I'm the worst test knitter on the planet.
Don't say that. Then I don't
Currently.
pay you.
I don't get paid.
In wool.
But
What's a
literally,
sweater?
no,
Oh.
it's a wrap. Some of you might
Ooh.
recognize this one.
You have it backwards?
No, this is
Yeah.
the front.
No. Wait.
Yes, this is the front.
Really?
Yes,
I don't know how I feel about that.
it's the front.
Who's the designer? I need to have words.
This is new design by Hohi. Pattern is
Hohi.
out
Go friends.
soon.
Twisted ribs.
So much twisted.
Yes, Hoey.
rib. So this.
Oh my god,
because
they're falling off. Stop it. Stop
they're
it from
not
happening.
falling off.
Oh
See
my
how I did
god,
that?
they're right
Snap
on the
that loose needle right on up on her. She didn't even notice. This, my friends, is only half.
Oh, it's big.
Only half.
How much have you knit so far? How many balls is that? That's gotta be
This
2.
is only one.
Really?
Yeah.
What, you're using force?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And so I
Holy
have started
shit.
the other one. I'm like to here on the other half.
Is there just lace on the other half and then you
Yeah.
just knit the
And
rib?
then you graft them together. I think. I don't know. I
Have you
haven't.
ever grafted rib? Because it's difficult.
Yeah. I but twisted rib, no.
Just remember to
So
twist them.
I haven't actually looked at that last part of the pattern, but I'm assuming that's what we're doing because terrible test knitters.
And you think
don't
I'm
finish by
bad.
deadlines.
I think it's gorgeous though.
I didn't pass the point in the pattern and have to look bad.
But technically, all your testing
So-
right now is fine. You just gotta test
Yeah.
graft.
Well, this is all good.
Yeah.
The lace is all good. So yeah, right now it's just like this really straight ribby part.
Yeah.
That it's taking me a lot longer than I
Really
thought it
pretty
would.
though. What wool is it? Fluffy?
This is no.
Oh my god, she's knitting with something other than fluffy.
I am. Okay,
What
so this,
is
this
it?
came apart. It's Manostil Urgray in
Really?
Fino.
It's
This
so
colorway is
soft.
morning, as in morning, not in the morning.
I was gonna say I don't see where they're going with it, but it could be one of those indigo dragonfly things where this is beige.
Yeah. Oh, Kim cracks me up. So yeah, I went to a yarn shop in
It's gonna look amazing
Peterborough,
with the
Ontario,
wash.
because I was in the hood, and the hood,
What was the name of it?
Needle in the Hay, and
It's gonna be big.
and they're I know, and the shopkeeper there, Ethan, is super knowledgeable and was lots of fun too.
A guy shop.
Yes, and he knows stuff. Like he's not just like, oh, I'm here for the money. Like he actually knows about the yarn and
I'm
stuff.
impressed.
So-
we need to road trip.
He was
Does he
telling
have a
me
knit
about.
night?
Yes, they do.
Road
I
trip.
think it's Tuesdays, but they're going to TNNA, so it was canceled this week. They'll be back next week.
Okay.
I just saw that on Facebook. So yeah, I got 3 skeins of this.
Girl,
I
your
think
stitch
I'll only
work.
end up needing 2 because
Her gauge is so beautiful. Like, look at her tension. Like, oh my god, it's just fantastic. I'm sorry. This is like porn. This is good shit.
it's totally the same thing.
But it looks good. It's for us, for
This
knitter.
is what I have left of ball one.
So you probably finished the whole side of ball
Yeah.
one.
So I think I only end up needing to use 2 of the 3 balls that I bought. This is my yarn knit. my sparkly yarn in.
Right, that you stocked them for.
Yes.
Yeah. Just admit it.
We were at. This was when you had a booth. It wasn't last year. It was the year before. So 2 years
The
ago
KW.
at the Kitchener-Waterloo Knitters Fair,
Mm-hmm.
Yarnet had their booth there, and they had this teal base, which was like for their. That's a minion car. That it was for their Kickstarter. For people who contributed to their Kickstarter, they could get this, and I had to have one. So I literally was like hovering around their booth, waiting for them to open so that I could buy one. Oh, thank you. Okay, we're gonna go. I'm gonna put on some entertainment. You show something.
No pressure.
Don't pull down your shirt. Not that kind of showing.
I would never. They need to pay for that. I'm kidding. Okay, so that was Toronto, and then the intermediate things. So then this past weekend we were at Kawartha. Now I vended with Jen, so she's a yarn therapist, but Christina came because yarn, and it was a lot of fun. It was the first time Kawartha had a show, so we weren't quite sure how it would be, but they had like a lot of people. It was really good. So I made some trades with some people. It was so much fun. So I got this. This is a really fun skein. So let me tell you who it's by. It's Stony Lake Yarns. She's a small indie dyer. Bruno, I think, is where she's from. And you find the little white tag halfway through. Hey, Amy. And then, so that's
Annie.
Exactly Annie. Oh my
Annie.
God. I
Can't
got the
be
A
with
right.
it.
I like the name Amy, though.
I do too.
Sorry, Annie. Annie's good too, though, right? So that's halfway through the skein, and then it's like a gradient until you get there, and then you know to go the next way. So there's a picture of these socks actually on her
She was
colorway.
knitting them at the show, wasn't she?
I love you too. She was knitting a pair. Well,
She
there
had
was
a pair there, and she was knitting like
Yeah.
mini socks and
Yeah.
or like shorties. That's
Yeah.
what they're
So
called.
we traded, and I thought this is just so fun.
That is really nice.
So I don't know when I'm gonna get to a pair of socks, but this is now in the stash because that.
I know somebody who'll knit socks for you, not me, because she's watching right now.
Sheila.
I can't wait.
Actually,
My husband will tell you that.
Sheila is doing these for me.
Ooh, pretty. What's that?
This is Man Club.
Is it like current man club?
This is May's Man Club. Yeah, so she's gonna do that. And then I also got, okay, so you guys, we already told you about this part about being next door to Feisty Fibers at, I keep wanting to say QW, but it's Kawartha.
Kawartha.
So we traded for this. This is
What are you making
fantastic.
with that? I feel like this is for your daughter.
No, it's from me.
Oh.
So I told her
I
she
feel like her
needs-
daughter will steal it
I
from
know.
her.
She did this year, one of my things. This base, I told her she absolutely has to rename it Fabulous Marshmallow. Because
Minion is back.
you should feel this. It's just like, and it's ginormous. It's bigger than my head. Like, it's big. So it's a one of a kind, and she calls it Fluff, which is pretty good too. That's not a bad name. But what I'm gonna do with this, so this is more than enough. So this is like a ginormous amount. This is 280 yards. So 256 meters, 8 ounces of fluff. So let's crack its seal or pop it its cherry without you.
You would.
I'm having a popsicle.
Ooh, popsicle, wicked. Look at that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a hat and I'm gonna do a cowl. But what I'm gonna do for the cowl, we talked about this.
You're doing all this out of one bob?
Yeah, it's like 8 grams. It's a lot of wool. I like
8 grams?
Yeah.
8 grams is not very much.
Yeah, it is. It's like
No.
It's like 256 meters. It's a lot of wool with this much wool. Yeah. So I'm gonna do like a crunchy cowl in that I'm gonna do like sections of this and then sections of like worsted.
Oh, yeah,
So that it kind of collapses on
Yeah,
itself,
yeah.
so that it's more. It's. You know what I'm trying to say?
It'll make this sort of like the outside and the other like the
Inside,
it
yeah.
ripples.
So I was like, I should do it out of like cashmere, so that like the inside ripples is like delicious, but then the outside ripples is also delicious. So then if I'm feeling like toning it down a little, I can like
Flip it around.
and then you only get hits of this. Or if I'm feeling like my normal everyday, let's go to the grocery shopping, I can put this. It is so hot right now, I can't even put this around my neck because it's
It's
just
so hot.
so warm. Anyways, this is going to make an epic winter set for next year. So I'm super excited.
That's
So
really fun.
yeah, we traded for that. I can't remember what she picked. I can't remember. She picked something good though. Oh, I can't get it back. It's so much to handle.
Oh dear.
That's a. There we go. I love how they look like that. Anyways,
It's like yarn babies.
right? I did. There's a picture of all of us, and I literally was like stroking my yarn baby. So lovely. And then, because that wasn't all, I also got. I was right across the street, path, aisle
I know.
from Come to Twist Festival. Yes. I also
I think that's your
decided
moving weekend. My twist is on.
my what weekend?
You're moving week. Oh, marzipan. Okay.
What just happened?
Don't worry about it. She'll know.
Oh my god. I was across from Loving Path. Why is this blowing out? Loving Path. Wolves.
You just got real close.
Here we go. And
I
so
missed
we
her.
traded. She's so sweet. She's absolutely adorable. Love this chick. If you ever want to buy wool, I highly recommend her. So we got an enamel pin, right? And she designed that herself.
What?
Fantastic. So she made these that are so cool, and she presents them like that, and they're just like her dye day. So I've done these in the past, and they're so much fun.
Those
I
are
call
fun.
them
Where you
my-
just kind of put it down and then
Yeah.
splatter all over it.
So I call them my kitchen sink
Mine
ones.
would be very boring.
Right? But look at all the freaking fun colors. I cannot bloody wait
It's really
to knit
fun.
with this. I think this has to be like top of the block. Oh my god.
That's
It's fantastic colors. Anyways, I freaking love
Does
this.
it say like what day it was?
It doesn't, but that's how I do mine. She just called it an oak
one
10.
of a kind, yeah.
Yeah. So because like this one's so tightly knit, the best part is like, yeah, it looks like there's a ton of color, but it won't be when you knit
It'll
them.
be really quite speckly.
It'll be very speckly. So like I'm really excited by that. I don't know which end to pull though. I'm gonna have to investigate. These are bought ones, so they each have like an actual finished edge, which is very nice. Anyways, I'm super excited by this. Super excited by this. So that was so much fun to trade for. I think this might be the end. Anyways, I'll
Yeah,
stop
that's
molesting the wall. But that was what I got at KW. I'm super excited. Oh, not everything. I also got an enamel pin from Delphina. And look at the little with
That's cute.
the
That's
yeah,
like a yarny road trip.
yarn road trip, which I think like totally works.
No,
like
you
we
can't
do a
sit
lot of
with me when
yarny
you
trips.
have your popsicle.
Oh, that's a popsicle and a half. It's chocolate
That's
popsicle.
cool.
All right, Christina has a
I got a
large
couple of
quantity.
things at
We have been yarn piggies.
the Kawartha Yarn Fest as well. So,
There goes the lighting.
So I got this. How do you pronounce this? Because I always just call it Lane.
Len.
Okay.
Len.
Anyways, I got this. Okay, hold on.
We're gonna have a Caesar here.
Okay.
Oh, the scary, quiet mummy voice came out. Oh, someone's in trouble. Oh my God, there's so much here I want to squish. Sorry, Len.
Okay.
It's français.
So I found this beautiful magazine. I don't do French. In the what's her name? I'm blanking. Leslie. What's the name?
Rosehaven.
Rosehaven Yarn Shop. She
Yeah.
had this in stock. So I was talking.
I love
and
the picture too.
I know my I went with my mother-in-law and her mom, and she thinks it's
not
me in the
French,
picture.
but that's how you say wool in French. So why wouldn't you pronounce it French?
Anyways,
Where's it from?
I don't know.
Well, you're moving it too much.
But I'm talking about it. You're
I don't
crippling
care
the
about
style.
them. I want to
Get
know.
over there. Okay, so I was looking through it, and there's this shawl in here that is just stunning. This is why
Pretty.
I bought it, you guys.
That's pretty.
What? Isn't that pretty?
But it's from something else. Oh.
Oh.
Well, I don't think so.
Is this?
I'm
Oh,
kidding.
hold on.
I don't know, but that's how I would pronounce it because that's French.
Context.
It looks French because it's French is very like.
It says Nordic Knit Life.
Oh, Nordic. So how would you pronounce that in your Scandinavian?
I wouldn't. I
Oh.
don't know. This means nothing in Danish. It's not from Denmark. So yeah, that is why I got this
Let's translate that
this
to
magazine.
Norwegian.
And I mean, obviously, paying this price for one pattern would have been crazy. But there's so many beautiful patterns in here, and it's such a beautiful, beautiful book.
Ouija.
This one.
Huh?
The pictures in here are just amazing.
Nordic Names Wiki. How to pronounce? It's a baby name.
That's what it looks like all spread out.
Oh, yeah, it's a whole different other language. I'm just going to translate that.
These socks. Look. So there's quite a few patterns in here that I'll end up knitting.
Yeah, you like your books too.
I do like my books. And I would have bought like a full set of it. I have a thing about needing complete collections, and it's a bit of a thing.
A little bit of an OCD
It's
thing.
a problem, but I really, really like that shawl, so I'm
Norwegian.
going to be casting that on and knitting that. But there's a lot of really pretty patterns in here. Line.
Lying.
Line.
Lying. That's fun to say.
You're lying.
You're lying. Lying.
Okay, so I got this,
Lying.
and
Lying. Sorry, I'm going to stop that now.
and then I couldn't help myself. So, okay.
That's the theme of
You
today.
guys
We couldn't help ourselves.
Have seen this project bag. I don't even know how many times.
Look
You guys-
how faded it is.
Well, it never used to look like that.
I should
No.
do like the.
It was more of a vintagey red color when I bought it. But you know how much I love this project bag. I've shown it, I don't even know
Here,
how many
look.
times.
I could be Victorian now.
Fancy. So
It makes my boobs even bigger though.
I
Sorry,
used to
concentrate. Well,
I used to spend my summers when I was in high school in London at I was the kid that used to work all year round to save up her money to pay for her own trip for summer school in
you
summer.
could go to school in the summer.
So I used to go to
That's
London for
all.
like 3 or 4 weeks in the summer for language school. So I love London. So anyways, this is from Six
I
Eggs.
see France. I see
We lost her. We lost her.
Sorry.
So I got this from Zigzag Stitches several years ago, and this fabric is designed by her husband.
Really?
Yes, he designs the fabric, and
He's an interesting man. I like
Yes.
talking to him.
yeah, and then they changed.
Troubles
Whoever-
back.
Can you read it?
No, they changed who was printing their fabric, and the new fabric comes out a lot more vibrant. And I have been
Oh, I thought it was just because you used it so much.
No, I have used it a lot. But this is the new bags. And now look here what it says.
Keep
Keep
calm and cast on. What did your old one say?
I don't know. Did it say that too? No. Oh yeah, it had the same thing.
Yeah.
But so I ended up buying a new one because I wanted one for a long time.
Oh, it has like it on
It's
the
a phone booth.
Yeah.
It's a phone booth. My other one had a double decker bus on it.
Ooh, that's kind of cool too.
Yeah.
I could put away to have the
I've already
things
started
you
pulling it
make
out.
this.
I'll have to use her electric
Here, I put
skein
them in
winder.
the garbage
or
because
ball
they
winder.
were empty.
Thank you very much. Okay, go watch a movie. You throw out my garbage. So this is now housing my current sock project, which is a test knit. Again, I'm like
Oh, like crap.
super late. I'm
Okay.
terrible. These are the Galliano socks.
Hey, I know who
See the
designed
See the
those.
pattern. There we go. This is a new pattern and first pattern, I believe, by Miss Tracy Miller of the Grocery Girls.
How are you finding the fit with all of the cabling? Because cabling makes it shrink.
Fit
They fit
fine.
good.
There's only the one cable. And then there's the
Good.
lace beside it, which stretches a little bit.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of a little give and take there, right?
Mhm. And the heel on this is, obviously it's a heel flap.
Is that
But
the
it's-
pattern?
Yes, it's in the pattern.
Oh.
But it's a square heel, which is different from how I usually
Square heel.
do
Yeah,
my
you usually do,
heel flap. Like I just do a regular heel turn on mine.
which is almost like a triangle kind of situation.
I mean, it doesn't really. It is different. Trust me, it's different, which is fun. These are really, really fun to knit. The yarn I'm using is the Plucky Knitter.
Are you guys surprised? I
It's
am
Plucky
not
Knitter.
surprised.
It's her feet base, which is obviously a
I need
sock
to
yarn.
stop unraveling this before I get
90%
picking
superwash merino and 10% nylon. It's in her ruby red
Pretty.
colorway. And it's it only has 10% nylon, but it feels really nice and sturdy. Like it feels like it will wear really well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my current sock project. And
I wanted to unwind this so you can see how speckly it is.
yeah,
See?
should
How do you
just put
turn
it
it
on the winder.
I'm going to after we're done.
Oh, okay, because that would have been a lot faster.
I know, but I was just sitting here playing. all good.
And then I
Bought
did-
more.
I bought more. I bought a
A
lot
little
more.
piggy. I love it.
Bad. Okay,
She's been enabled.
so the newest.
Have you shown those yet?
Yes, the
Okay.
newest movie from the Star Wars franchise came out.
Yet?
Yes, came out 2 weeks ago. And if you remember, when the last one came out in November, I challenged myself to knit a pair of socks while we rewatched all the previous ones, because that one, the last one, was part of the actual series, whereas
Yes.
this one is like a filler movie. So this was
Filler
the
movie.
this was the R2D2 socks that I knit back in November,
Mustache.
December-ish by Mustache Yarn. And then she has every year on May 4th, she does a Star Wars update. And last year I missed the update because we were podcasting and we didn't. And then
Snap.
when we finished, it was like update time. So I logged on. I was so happy because I bought it. Well, I had it. And then I forgot to check out. So I didn't actually buy it.
Shit.
So this year, what she did was she had a certain amount in stock. And then she just left them up for, I think it was a week.
It's like pre-orders for everybody else.
For pre-orders. So I got 2 skeins.
I really like this one in your left hand. I mean, I like them both, but this one, I love the colors.
This is Luke, I believe. Yeah, Luke and Anakin,
I am your father.
father and son.
You shouldn't even eat the Darth Vader one now. Is there one?
Well, Anakin becomes Darth Vader.
I know, but there's got to be a separate one that's
There probably
specifically
is.
Darth.
I don't know. There's a lot. She has a lot of colorways, so I treated myself to 2 skeins. So I'm really excited to knit those.
Those are very nice. And I love the way she does her stripes. We were talking about this before the podcast about because they're a
Yeah,
little
but
bit
they're not
more,
like
they're not uniform like the way we do
they're
our
not.
stripes.
Yeah. These are Christina stripes. These are
Get out the
Stacey-
ruler.
Stacey stripes. I would make big mistakes dyeing like this. Like big.
I know. I'd love to see her do it though.
I know, it'd be really interesting.
I wish dyers would open their studios and let us just come and peek.
Yeah.
Just because I'm just dying of curiosity. Oh wait, don't worry. There's more.
Okay, so while I was at Needle in the Hay buying the yarn for the Hoagie test knit, I also got this is a different test knit, which I just saw her posting it on Instagram the
So
other
it's
day. So
fair
I'm
game.
assuming I'm okay to show it now.
Who is
But
it?
this is a hot water
Which is
hot water
beautiful.
bottle cover thingy. It's supposed to be folded over, but my hot water bottle is red and it looks really ugly with pink. And it does kind of have that streaking, if you guys can see the sort of stripy.
Yeah. Who's the wool?
The wool is Brooklyn Tweed Ranch.
Cool. Nice and
Um,
sturdy. My sister-in-law has a thing for water bottles, and I've made her like 2 water bottle covers.
Does she felt them?
Nope. We're just gonna leave that like that.
So anyways, I did this as a test knit, and you can kind of see the. And she posted yesterday because she needed help naming the pattern. So I don't believe the pattern has a name. I also don't think it's published quite yet.
You know, it reminds me of Stalks of Wheat.
I want to say it's the Wool Club. Is the name of the lady that signed it, or Instagram handle of the lady that
It's
signed
really
it.
pretty. I really
So
like
this is
it.
really nice.
I might need to knit that again.
And it was fun to work with the yarn, which was new to me yarn because it's a new yarn.
Yeah, but you like Brooklyn Tweed, so.
I do like Brooklyn Tweed. I
Yeah.
do.
I will always, every time I hear about Brooklyn Tweed, I always think of Eric
Yeah.
from Sticks and Twines, who hasn't podcasted in like a year.
Forever.
Slacker.
Yeah.
Right?
But
Just
we're
leave
coming
his
over
adoring
soon.
fans.
We're coming over soon. We might just make him do it right then and there.
I think we're gonna make him go live.
Even if we have to get him to get like drunk to do it.
well, that's
which
a
would
given,
be hilarious.
right?
Which would be so funny.
So funny.
We
Do it too. We're coming for Eric.
Okay.
There's still 2 more bags of wool, guys.
Okay. Let's do this one first. So there was
Hold on, I gotta count
local
to 10. Go
local
ahead.
yarn shop day, I went to my local yarn shop and I picked up this skein of Fleece Artist. It's their National Parks collection.
I love this
This
one,
is
and it's
the
single
back.
ply.
So you can kind of see there how it's gonna knit up.
It's freaking single ply.
It's
I might
single
steal
ply.
this from you.
And
I
this was
love
the
it.
colorway that out of their National Parks collection was the one that I really, really wanted. But it's never in stock anymore. So Amanda told me I had to show it.
Yes, I told you to pop the cherry. Ooh, you don't even know that this is there.
No.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's really nice.
Oh, ooh la la, I
Right?
love
There's all
her.
these sort of there. Greens in there.
Yeah, you don't
Blue
even know that.
colors.
It's almost like a rainbow.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
So,
pretty.
I got that
So pretty.
at local yarn shop day from our local shop. And
So pretty.
so basically what's happening is that Hohi is costing me a bunch of money because she keeps coming out with patterns that are beautiful that I want to make, and then I end up buying like more than one option to knit it out of, which is
Okay, so is that it's Hohi's fault, or is that
Hohi's
Miss
fault.
Indecisive?
no, I'm gonna not blame myself.
Why not? It's all Hohi's fault.
Boss. Okay, so she came out with the Fading Point shawl,
Yes.
and
Are these the two options for it?
yes, so I bought the original set from La Bien-Aimée that she used
Okay, so I think you need that.
for her shawl.
I love
That came along with a hefty duty charge, might I add.
Yeah, France. Yeah, yeah,
So let's see here. I can check them out.
yeah. The EU is
Yeah, that hurt a little bit.
chunky.
Okay, so there's this one. It says on it that it's called Undergrowth. That's the darkest. Then there's this one, Victorian Mauve.
Pretty.
Souvenir.
Oh, I like that one too.
I have no idea it's French.
Let me
That's
see.
not actually but I don't speak French.
La Belle Époque.
We'll go with that. Which was also the name of this set. And Primrose. Whoa, I just threw it.
It landed in my project bag, therefore I get to keep it.
No.
Those are the rules.
Is that nice? So that was set number one. So what had happened was they did an update after the day that the pattern came live, and it sold out in like 2 minutes. And of course, I was at outdoor lacrosse where there's absolutely no. That's not the rules, you guys. Where there's no reception, so I missed the update because I didn't get home till like 7, and I cried. So then that weekend, Plucky had an update, a gradient kit update. So because I was feeling sad and sorry for myself, I bought this set.
It's so pretty, like
There.
little blushing.
It's called Pinking of You.
It's so pretty.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Literally the name. Pinking of You, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is in their Primo fingering base. 385 yards. It's a 75 superwash merino, 20% cashmere, and 5% nylon.
Cashmere.
Yeah.
Mm.
I love this base. Love it, love it, love it. So that's another option for the Fading Point shawl.
What are you gonna do? You gotta do it in the original one. I'm sorry.
But every time I think about doing that, I think back to the class I took with Hohi back in November, where she said when she comes out with a new pattern, there's so many people who want to knit it in exactly what she used to get the
So you just
exact
don't want to
same
be
shawl.
the same as
So there's
everybody
gonna
else.
be a lot of those walking around. I mean, probably not that I'll ever run into.
Okay, so do your blushing. No,
I think
thinking of you.
I don't
I
know.
might call it
They're just
blushing.
both so pretty, and they're gonna sit on my shelf, and I'm gonna look at them for a while first. That's what I'm gonna do.
And then the next shawl is gonna come along. It's so hard to keep up.
I know. I can't knit all the pretty things.
I know, because I'm gonna do this. I mean, the stripe study is how many years old? And I'm only getting on the bandwagon now. Because I knit so much for other people. That's my problem. I need
I
to stop with the gifts and knit my own stuff.
No, I don't give knitting.
And I need to knit with my own wool because I need samples.
I No.
No samples.
So hard.
That or I just need to start giving people wool. Anybody want to knit some samples for me? I will give you the wool.
I bet they will. I bet people will.
I think that's what I need to start doing is having like
A
I need to
sample
put up
knitter.
a sample knitter. Maybe I'll put it on Instagram and like call it for sample
Yeah.
knitters.
Yeah, and you can
I'll pay them in wool.
more than likely you can like knit a pair and whatever, and I'll give you
Yeah,
a skein of whatever. Yeah.
I should do that because I need samples. Like when I set up at Kawartha this weekend, Jen had like a gazillion samples, and I'm like, I have some.
That's because Jen's a knitting machine. Not only does she own like a couple of dozen knitting
Like
machines,
she literally has
she
a knitting
is
machine.
a knitting machine.
She
Girlfriend
does like
knocks out a sweater
week
like
a month, plus socks, plus shawls. Like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
she says she goes to work. I don't really believe
I
it.
think she knits at work though, like legit.
I think she just goes somewhere in like little yarn nook and just sits there and knits all day and calls it work.
But she knits fast.
Because
but as
Our
I
grandma used to call the casino work. So I'm just saying, room for interpretation.
I would like to call the casino work. I'm not a huge gambler though
Oh,
because
I'm not.
I'd rather something for my money. I'd rather shop. I could have a shopping addiction, no problem.
Oh.
But I can't. I couldn't do it gambling. I don't think because I need to see something for my money.
Yeah.
I mean that's the whole makeup addiction and yarn addiction for me is because I like seeing stuff with my money. But oh my god, I can't believe we made it through that gigantic.
But that's all I bought that I can remember.
Whew. Yeah, we're little. We are wool piggies, and I'm quite pleased with us. I love it. But we do have. I have my club colorway to show. Do you have a club colorway you can show? Last month's?
Yes. I
All
can
right.
go get it.
Go get it. So I have two clubs: my regular color club, and then the man club. But everybody likes the man club, so this is May's man club for those of you. Isn't that pretty? And I accidentally dyed an extra dozen because I'm an idiot. So these will be available in the shop. I'm gonna do an update soon because it's like in June, so it's like 6 months in, and offer the last 6 months if anybody wants to buy them as like a chunk.
Oh, yeah.
So or wants extras. So yay! So that's June. Or sorry, this is May. It does not have a name yet. I don't know what to call it. What do you think? It kind of reminds me of like the brown is kind of like work pantsy, and then the blue is kind of like blue jeans, and then those look like kind of like khakis. So I was thinking about just calling it like drop pants.
To me, this is more like Wall Street.
Wall Street?
There's like color
Like suits?
money in there, and like all different colors that you would find on like suits and stuff.
You think I should call it suits?
That mine is called suit and tie. This was my last month.
Oh, pretty! I love the red. Very nice. Very, very nice.
That was my May club color. I hope you all got it before I just like spoiled the surprise. Because it did go out.
Yeah.
Mine went out late in May.
It's by around June is when clubs I need to like buckle down and get to it because you get so wrapped up in life that it's like all of a sudden it's like the end of the month and you're like shit.
May got away from me. It's so in Canada, in my family, April through the end of July, first week of August is baseball and lacrosse nonstop. Like
legit nonstop.
Nonstop. Our week is
Yeah.
insane. So this is our week. Monday, both boys had practice. 2 out of 5 boys had practice. 1 had to go to scouts. My husband had a double header. Then Tuesday we had a lacrosse game and a baseball game. Well, 2 baseball games, but we couldn't make it to 1 because 1 kid plays both. And then tonight, same thing, 1 baseball game, 1 lacrosse game. Tomorrow's lacrosse practice and a 3-hour baseball practice.
I'm exhausted.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have a tournament. So my son will be playing 4 games of baseball. My husband has a baseball game on Friday night. And I don't even know if there's more. This is like a normal week. Like almost every weekend is a tournament of some sort.
Not to mention, this is the time of year where all of the class trips are happening at school.
Oh no!
So
ours
it's like
are in
a
the
different
fall.
permission
Oh,
form
goodness.
every week. We've got them going to
And all that like, let's do this today thing. Like, oh, hat day. Oh, crazy hair day.
Oh.
Oh, like wear purple day.
school spirit
Don't we have
day.
enough purple for
and-
everybody?
Well, it's just it's so many permission forms, and then it's just a
So,
lot.
May got away from me while I was sort of settling into that whole thing. But it went out. So it went out 20 something.
At least you got it out in the month.
But I think everybody in Canada and the States, I think, got theirs already.
Yeah.
June Club is dyed.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
I got right on it as soon as I finished up May. June Club is dyed. It is drying.
Excellent.
It's going to be reskeiing partly tonight. So I'm aiming, really hoping I can get the American ones packed up for Friday, but if I can't, they'll grab Monday instead.
Yeah, it's Wednesday, so
It's busy.
It's busy.
It's
Yeah, spring is bonkers. I'm looking forward to settling into summer.
nutty.
Yeah, summer, July. It won't be this summer. It won't be easy for me this summer.
No.
But in general, like
Your summers are very chill and relaxed.
except for this year, because
Yeah.
I've got another upcoming surgery probably coming up from my knee. Fun, and then we've got the whole house thing, and we've got the whole dance thing, and the whole scout thing doesn't end in the summer, and it's just
Breathe one day at a time. One day at a time. We can do it.
right.
We can do
this.
it, and then in September,
We have
we're
some
gonna get
coffee.
drunk on the first day of school
Yeah.
because the kids will have to pick us up for the front lawn when they come home.
Mimosas all day. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
We'll even put
My
the
little
Baileys in
one-
the coffee.
My little one goes to school.
You're done. You know that means you're done. You're done.
Yes.
Your life, as you know it, is over. You will no longer be a stay-at-home mom.
Well, I've been working at home.
Well, I know.
Years, but
You've never really been a stay-at-home mom.
No.
But
yeah,
they'll be gone.
they'll be gone.
It's liberating. I mean, I've had a few years of that now, but it's
I can't
kind
wait.
of
I can't wait.
it's the countdown.
Yes. Oh, Sheila has bubbly. For sure.
Yes.
We might need a second bottle.
You should come there, and then we'll all crash on the road. And just
Oh yeah, because they're gonna be living down the road from each other.
It's perfect.
Convenient.
It's convenient. Sheila's
Very
gonna have
convenient.
to pick me up off the sidewalk when I say goodbye to the kids, and I'm already drunk on mimosas. See you later, kids.
Yeah.
I'm
So
just
the
kidding.
summer's kind of crazy. I'm dying a little bit now for an update. Soon. I don't know when I'm gonna have it, but
I was gonna say I saw on Instagram you were like, "What should I
yeah,
dye?"
Yeah, I posted.
What did people say?
I had prepped a couple of 6-stripe skeins, and I had asked like, "What do you guys want to dye?" And I was really surprised at the votes.
What it got?
The most popular option was Old Romance, which
Really?
is like grays, beige, rosy pinks,
I mean, I know it's really pretty, but I'm
Yeah.
surprised they want that now.
which usually is really popular on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So there's that one. The other one was called Ocean View, which is more like a gradient in like
Okay.
beachy blues color.
Yeah, I think I remember that one.
And Kiss the Girl, which is
Sha-la-la-la-la-la, don't be
airy
shy.
alley colors. Yeah, so those three
He's the girl.
really took the vote by a lot.
So now you know
So I
what to
have-
dye.
2 of them in the dye pots already.
Yes, we started a little late podcasting this morning, so you're able to
I got my
get the
pot
dye
started.
pots. I do not, so I need to go home soon so
Yeah.
I can do my June colorway because
Nice done.
it's June. Oh my God, it's the middle of June. How the hell did that happen? You know what tomorrow is?
No.
Tomorrow's my wedding anniversary.
Oh yes, I did know that.
15 years. I know, with Mr. Toolman. I was calling him Muscles on the weekend. It worked well.
Muscles.
Yeah, he carried all the stuff in for the yarn festival. I can't read what that says.
Will there be any more dye parties?
For me? Oh, yes. I think I'm going to do one tomorrow, maybe.
Fun.
Yeah, I got out of the habit with all of the chaos that was happening to me this spring because I can't even tell you the details because it was just pure chaos. But I miss them. They were
Yeah.
fun. They let me like get out of my head and just dye something fun. And then you guys were
Mhm.
interesting with the colorways you like to pick. And then I learned because a lot of other dyers watch them.
Yeah.
And like getting tips from other dyers was really kind of cool about different
Mhm.
colors to mix their, or they'd watch me do like a color and they were like, oh my God, I would never have thought to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what would you have done? And so you learn,
Yeah.
which is totally fun. So yes.
It is fun. It's really fun to talk to other dyers about how they
So
do
fun.
things and approach it.
Yeah.
Like the two of us is so different in how we do things.
No.
This is a shocker. I know.
I thought we were like so the
In
same
sync?
person.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I enjoy talking to other dyers just to find out, not even necessarily like the details of the processes, but just how they go about thinking about things. Like,
I'm gonna start doing a lot of red speckles on mine. I think because No. So
Sorry,
there was
but
like
I do
so
not have a poker face.
my 3-year-old has been home with me, and Jen got us all hooked on My Favorite Murder.
Oh my
I
god,
can't
love
listen to
that
this with a
podcast.
3-year-old around because it's not appropriate. But then I
No.
figured out, my studio is now in the garage. I can totally listen to it out there while he's in the house. Then I got thinking, what are neighbors thinking? Like, they can probably hear it because I'm like blasting it quite loud.
Yeah. Because the dipods are loud. Like once you get all the fans going of all the individual
Burners and,
yeah. And then like I have a fan
I
going
have a
in my.
dehumidifier going.
Yeah, I was gonna say because it gets hot and
It's
stuffy and
muggy.
muggy. But I know I listen to it during the day and I have my garage door open usually like on the nice weather.
Do people like stop and glare at you?
Yes, and they're like, well, like my neighbors know me enough to like be like, oh
Yeah,
there
wait
she
till you
goes
move.
again.
They'll be like calling the cops. Most of my neighbors are cops,
It's
which
so
is
funny.
a bit of a problem.
Yeah,
Well,
so
for that.
I have it blasting and it's like
Oh.
inappropriate. Woo! Puzzle time.
Puzzle?
Very nice.
Ice cream.
Which one's the ice cream? Where's the puzzle piece? You're missing the piece, dude. Better go find it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we're dying of a bowl over here.
Well, so my little guy, love him.
Oh,
He
Boom.
ate $1.
a
And
loony.
A loony, which is a coin about yay size.
It's one of our big. Is it toonie bigger than a loony? I think.
I think it's just slightly bigger. Yeah, here, show your face and tell everybody how silly you are.
What did you do
This
with
silly
that?
monkey. Yep,
That's what
appropriate.
he did. Yeah.
He ate a loony, so of course, you know, it was lodged in his airway, and he's like choking and coughing and whatnot. So I say to my husband, "You gotta take him to Emerge." Like I was sick with food poisoning this day. Okay. So I couldn't take him. So he takes him down to Emerge. By this time, he's swallowed it and it's in his stomach. So he gets an X-ray to confirm that it is in fact a coin, because we didn't know what coin it was. No, it was a gigantic coin. So then we had to go back a week later for another X-ray. Still there. So we went back a couple of days ago, and it has passed.
Yes.
His
and
net
it's-
worth just went. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
Oh my
Keeping you on your toes.
Oh my gosh. Did you get a snack?
This is how much I have left of the gray.
There's snack all over your face.
Perfect. I can't remember how I start the fan and feather, so I'm just gonna do another row of normal and then I'll figure it out.
Well, I don't know. Do you have more to say? Oh, giveaway.
Oh
giveaway.
my god, I forgot. Okay, let's do the giveaway.
Okay,
Hold on, let me
let's
just.
do that.
I was gonna say let me finish this row, but I literally just started it.
Well, just put it down. Like slide the needles back to where you were. See? Okay.
Okay, we're gonna do. We have 2 prizes. Did we get the prizes out?
Yeah, hold on. I'll get the prices out. You figure out what numbers we're picking from.
Okay, so there was 117 of you who commented in the last, on the last podcast. So I'm just gonna pull up the podcast. Okay, so we're gonna do the random number generator.
Okay.
So here are the
Prize pack.
prizes.
This is prize pack number 1. It's from Ginger Snap. There's these 2 beautiful skeins. One is speckly, one is tonal, and then there is, you can see kind of in the background,
Give us a thumbs down.
there is a sock blank. Oh, miserable people. Who cares? And then the other one is this bag by Critium Handmade. And there's little notion pads in it. And then there's this ball of yarn that I'm
Beautiful
gonna.
skein from
have-
Yakagani Yarns.
which
Remember how
goes
funny
up
it
with
was
these.
to pronounce that? I don't
What?
know how she
This
does
looks like
that.
a summer drink. Like I want to drink this.
Right?
It's gonna be delicious.
Yes, it's like a daiquiri.
And there's little
Stitch
markers
markers.
in there.
Okay, so out of the 117,
117.
117,
Okay.
and you did some weird. She's like, I'm gonna do an Excel thing, and then it will just like put in all the comments, and I went like,
You do you what you do.
I would have like done the random number generator, and then have to go through all of the comments and like count 1, 2, 3, 4.
Take my yarn mountain off my computer.
Okay, so we got the computer. We have the numbers. We're really making you sweat it out. I love it. I love it. I'm not looking at her password. I should.
I can't spell it half the time.
All right.
Where did I put this?
Ready?
Yes.
I don't know how she even did that. Okay, calculator. Ready?
Are you
What
picking
number?
a random number? Or am I?
Oh, you want me to do the random number?
Do you have random number thingy?
I don't. I was just gonna go to the website. Do you have it? We're super organized, guys. Take notes. This
Oh,
is
I
how a
do have it.
podcast should be run.
Okay, so between 1 and 117.
Yeah.
Generate. Oh, hold on. hold on. Let's just do that again, because I should probably show you as I'm generating that I'm not like making up numbers.
Right here.
Am I in there then?
Yeah.
Number
69.
69.
Who's 69? I love it. I love that it picked 69.
3.
She did some kind of math algorithm. So 69 is
Tracy Clark.
Tracy Clark.
And
Congratulations.
Tracy Clark said, I love the Tim Tam Slam too. I love all your podcasts, but that one was a good one.
Yes, Tracy. Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, number 2.
Generate number 2 is 41. Okay.
Now I want to know who number 41 is.
So, hold on. I'm just going to mark Tracy here as winner, chicken dinner.
Yes.
What
So
did
I
that
guess we'll have
say?
to contact her on. She'll email us on YouTube. Can she send us messages on YouTube? Or comment
Email
on
us.
this podcast? Or email us. Any or all of the above.
Okay. So the other winner is SP Bardwell. This is the username, SP Bardwell. Okay, there's so many favorites, but one of them is episode 22 with NyQuil and live stitches and Instagram and frogging and holy see. Congratulations. Keep up the good work.
Awesome. Our 2 winners.
So these are the winners.
So because we showed this first, this will be prize number 1. And this will be prize number 2. Yay. So thanks, guys. That was a really fun giveaway. So contact us, and we'll get your address, and we'll get that goodies out to you. All right. I think we're good. Are we good?
I think we're good.
I think we're
We
good.
have blabbed on for a long time.
Right. Our yarn piggy, our wool piggy mountain has been diminished. We're good to go.
Well,
all
mine
right.
is thrown all over the floor because mess.
It's okay. It's all good. All right. So you guys have a great weekend, and we'll.
And thanks for like checking in
Joining
with
us,
us.
yes.
I think lives for the summer are probably easiest
best way, yeah.
for us, just because there's no upload
But I mean,
time, no edit
You can
time.
always watch
no.
them after. It's not like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
only watch
Yeah.
them live. So.
And I had a
Whatever
request
sucks.
that we try to do one because obviously right now is most people's working hours. That we try to do one
At
later,
night.
or maybe on the weekends.
We can try.
So we'll see. Maybe if we're really well behaved, the husbands will take the children somewhere, and we can actually
We can
do
host something.
something.
Yeah, we should send them on Father's Day. Sorry.
We have a baseball tournament.
Oh my God. All right. So we will see you guys later. Have a good weekend, and that's about it.
Hopefully,
Dye
we'll
pots
see
are
you
waiting.
soon. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. Our track record isn't the best.
Bye, guys. Thank you for watching.